Hey, Shalom. Call Haloyim Wahawad La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakha HaKodash. In double honor be unto the head elders who are the apostles and bishops of Great Millstone. And Shalom to you, Akim, out there in like mind, who push this word in sincerity and in truth. Those of you of the body, of course. The body of Yahweh Shai in these latter days. Welcome to another installment of Book of Job, where we get wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and prophecy, all right, from the words of our forefather Job in his adversity and affliction. And we're gonna learn about Job asserting his integrity in this chapter. Lord willing, edified. Job 31:1. I made a covenant with mine eyes, why then should I think upon a maid? Right. Job is pretty much saying, what good is a woman going to do for me? All right. She can't bring me up out of this situation. She can't add unto, my integrity. For what portion of the Most High is there from above? And what inheritance of the Almighty from on high? Is not destruction to the wicked, and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity? Doth not he see my ways and count all my steps? If I have walked with vanity, or if my foot have hasted to deceit, let me be weighed in an even balance. Famous verse, that the Most High may know mine integrity. And that's the sentiment we share here, man. Let me be weighed in an even balance, that the Most High may know mine integrity, man. We are being weighed in an even balance by the Most High. All right. Lord willing, our good works, all right, outweigh, our wickedness, man. If my step have turned out of the way, and mine heart walked after mine eyes, and if any blot have cleaved to mine hands, then let me sow and let another eat. Yeah, let my offspring be rooted out. If mine heart have been deceived by a woman, or if I have laid wait at my neighbor's door, then let my wife grind into another, and let others bow down upon her. See? So Job is pleading his cause. Like, I ain't no adulterer. All right, and if I am, let my wife grind into another, and let others bow down upon her. For this is an heinous crime. Yeah, it is an iniquity to be punished by the judges. For it is a fire that consumeth to destruction, and would root out all mine increase. If I did despise the cause of my manservant or my maidservant, when they contended with me, what then shall I do when the Most High riseth up? And when he visiteth, what shall I answer him? Did not he that made me in the womb make him? And did not one fashion us in the womb? If I have withheld the poor from their desire, or have caused the eyes of the widow to fail, or have eaten my morsel myself alone, and the fatherless have not eaten thereof, for from my youth he was brought up with me as with a father, and I have guided her from my mother's womb. If I have seen any perish for want of clothing, or any poor without covering, if his loins have not blessed me, and if he were not warmed with the fleece of my sheep, if I have lifted up my hand against the fatherless, when I saw my help in the gate, then let mine arm fall from my shoulder blade, and mine arm be broken from the bone. For destruction from the Most High was a terror to me, and by reason of his highness I could not endure. If I have made gold my hope, or if I had said to the fine gold, thou art my confidence, if I have rejoiced because my wealth was great, and because mine hand had gotten much, if I beheld the sun when it shined, or the moon walking in brightness, and my heart have been secretly enticed, or my mouth have kissed my hand, this also were an iniquity to be punished by the judged. For I should have denied the Most High that is above. If I have rejoiced at the destruction of him that hated me, or lifted up myself when evil found him, neither have I suffered my mouth to sin by wishing a curse to his soul. If the men of my tabernacle said not, oh, that we had of his flesh, we cannot be satisfied. The stranger did not lodge in the street, but I opened my doors to the traveler. If I covered my transgressions as Adam, by hiding mine iniquity in my bosom, did I fear a great multitude, or did the contempt of families terrify me, that I kept silence and went not out of the door? Oh, that one would hear me. Behold, my desire is that the Almighty would answer me, and that mine adversary had written a book. Surely I would take it upon my shoulder and bind it as a crown to me. I would declare unto him the number of my steps, as a prince would I go near unto him. If my land cry against me, or that the furrows likewise thereof complain, if I had eaten the fruits thereof without money, or have caused the owners thereof to lose their life, let thistles grow instead of wheat, and cockle instead of barley. And cockle is weeds, as you can see in the NLT. The words of Job are ended, and we know this isn't the last chapter, but in the next following chapters we'll receive more words, or more than likely of his contemporaries, concerning, their conduct towards Job and his affliction. So this has been Job 31st chapter, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Till next one, Shalom.